Now on CoastTV News.
A cold front overnight gave Delmarva a dusting of snow. We're clearing out with temperatures not too bad today. It gets mild heading into the weekend with some showers, then some Sunday snow, then dangerously cold next week. Details coming up.
And I'll give you a live look at the road conditions after last night's dusting of snow that we experienced along the coast.
New Rehoboth Beach budget, we have looked at it and where we found some of the biggest expenses the city has for the upcoming fiscal year.
Paying more to park in Bethany Beach. How much more is being proposed and the reason this hike is being considered?
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Friday, January 17th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, Paige, we had a little dusting, waking up.
Yeah.
We didn't get that white Christmas, so Mother Nature said, hey, I've got your snow to start 2025, folks.
Definitely. And, you know, I really should have paid better attention to Bob yesterday because I was surprised when I woke up and saw the snow. And then I kind of remembered, I'm like, oh, I think he did mention something about that.
I think he did.
He definitely
I think
did.
you did, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, that was my fault.
I think I did.
You also mentioned it for this weekend, right? Or am I going
Oh,
crazy?
yes. No, we're talking about Sunday snow, Page, and good morning, guys. No, I did mention we were going to get a little bit of snow showers last night, last evening, and almost those little spongy balls, a little grapple, too. So we have a little bit of that out there on the road, so take it slow. And temperatures, not as bad as they have been recently. We're just below freezing. 31 in Delmar and Seaford, 29 in Red, and 31 at Bethany Beach and Rehoboth at 31. As the winds are coming in out of the northwest right now, not as strong as they have been either. We had a cold front move through. It feels like temperatures are in the 20s and 30s right now. And we do have a few clouds, but the snow showers are gone with the cold front now moving offshore. And the air behind this front is not really cold. It's of Pacific origin. So we'll see sunshine today and temperatures actually warmer than they have been. Here's Futurecast this morning. Watch out for some of those slick and snow covered roads. And we'll see that quickly melting off with temperatures near freezing mid-morning and then upper 30s by noon. And then we're in the upper 30s and low 40s with full sunshine a little bit later on. So we'll be melting some of that snow, and then temperatures get close to freezing this evening, and watch for refreeze. So have your sunglasses handy, but unsettled for the weekend. Saturday showers and Sunday snow. It's a yellow alert for accumulating snow. More on that, and then dangerously cold into next week. Your full forecast coming up a little bit later on.
Thank you, Bob. And we did have that dusting overnight in some places. So let's take a look at the road conditions before you head out. Here is Millsboro. This is where 113 meets the John J. Williams Highway. And you can see not a lot of traffic there, and the roads themselves look clear. You got the snow there in the median. Paige, what are you seeing south of that?
Let's see. Let's look at the intersection of Route 54 and 20. Same deal right there. Still some snow on the side of the road, but nothing too bad. You can see some icy potentially patches right there on the road, so I would still just take it easy on your way in as we are starting a morning that might need just a little bit of extra caution on those roads.
Yes, indeed. And when you walk out this morning, there is a good chance that you will see some of that dusting on your streets and on your cars.
Yeah, definitely. So to give us a look at those current conditions out on Coastal Highway, Coast TV reporter Elisa Weber's in our first alert weather Jeep. Elisa, what's it looking like out there?
Good morning, Matt and Paige. Yes, I know when I walked out to my car this morning, I had snow on top of it, so I had to take a couple extra minutes to warm up my car and dust it off. But right now on the roads, we're actually driving in between Dewey Beach and Bethany Beach, right before the inlet. So as you can see right now, it's very clear on the roads, which is a good sign after that dusting last night. On most of the roads on Coastal Highway, as we were driving up from Milton, we noticed the same conditions as you're seeing right here. A clear road. There is some snow on the sides of the road, so as always, just be careful and cautious. There is some black ice I've noticed in parking lots again, so you just want to be cautious of that. The good thing is Bob told me that we're supposed to get closer to 40 degrees today, so hopefully things will still melt. But as we know, this weekend and next week it is supposed to get cold again, but we can only hope that today some of that snow can melt. But right now on the roads, it's looking safe. As always, just be cautious. Back to you.
Lisa Weber on the roads, thank you. New this morning, just 3 weeks into calendar year 2025. For the Rehoboth Beach government, we are less than 3 months away from fiscal year 2026. And new this morning, Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners will review its budget proposal. We were able to actually get a copy of it. Got one right here. And well, here's what we found inside. The commissioners are projecting a budget surplus of over $153,000. There will be an increase of over $1.5 million for salaries. Now, there are two phases of the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project listed in the budget. When you add them up, it's a combined over $4.5 million. There's nearly $2.5 million for the new Beach Patrol headquarters. It is expected that April 1st will be the start of the new fiscal year there in Rehoboth Beach.
We're going to dive a little deeper into that Beach Patrol headquarter project this afternoon. The commissioners are reviewing its status. Now, while the construction is on schedule for May 16th, the budget is not so much on schedule. We saw the figure of nearly $2.5 million for the project in this year's plan. The project is spanning 2 years. Documents show the current total for the overall construction sits at $5.6 million. It is about $1 million more than was originally projected.
Developing news in Bethany Beach, where it could soon cost us more to park our cars during the summer season. Town's Finance Committee says raising parking prices from $3 to $3.50 an hour, that would bring an additional $649,000. Money the committee says the town needs to even out their summer expenses. People in the town say a cheap beach trip is just a thing of the past.
It's a lot of money to park. If you buy a house outside of Bethany, you have to realize that it's going to cost a lot of money to come and sit on the beach.
And CoastTV spoke with a member of the Finance Committee. We were told the idea of raising the parking still has to go through several finance meetings, then eventually to the town council before anything is changed.
Also at that Finance Committee meeting, water fees were discussed. The committee says water use rate by gallon has not changed in 10 years. As that gallon rate goes up, however, fees will then follow.
This does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know what you think is the best way to improve revenue at Beach Town. So let's take a look at the updated results.
All right. Ooh, look at that. About 80% of you say cut the town expenses. All right. 19% of you raise the parking fees. Who voted that? 1% of you raise water fees. 1% of you attract more visitors. How many more visitors can we attract? I don't think anyone wants my opinion on this, actually.
I think you gave it, Paige.
I think I gave it, too. All right. So I haven't voted, though. So I'm going to vote now. You can as well. Go to coasttv.com, or you can vote on our app. All right. As we move on now, Delaware Governor Bethany Hall-Long signed creating Delaware's first LGBTQ+ commission. The goal is to tackle issues like health equity, hate crimes, ensuring non-discrimination protections. Governor-elect Matt Meyer is expected to appoint most of the commissioners after he is sworn in January 21st.
Dealing with what happens to children when someone has their parental rights taken away, that is being addressed in a bill in the Delaware General Assembly. Now, under this bill, it guarantees a right to legal counsel for family members, including grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and step-relatives. Lawmakers say this support would help family members work through the adoption process.
We're now going to take a live look at our nation's capital. Celebrations there will begin this weekend for President-elect Trump's inauguration.
And while the partying is just starting, federal and local law enforcement, they've been working on security there for months.
Yeah, NBC's Chris Pallone shows us how agencies plan to keep everyone there safe.
In Washington, as fences and barricades go up, the final push is on.
The men and women of the Metropolitan Police Department, D.C. government, and our partners are fully prepared for the 60th presidential inauguration.
Planning for the inauguration has been underway for months. Those tasked with keeping it safe say it will be, because it has to be. They're constantly monitoring for threats, and so far, good news.
We are not currently tracking any specific or credible threats to the inaugural ceremony or to the Capitol complex.
The event bringing together all the living presidents, foreign dignitaries, celebrities, and hundreds of thousands of spectators from around the world. They'll be under the watchful eye of tens of thousands of federal, state, and local law enforcement agents and military on the ground and in the air.
The biggest threat, I think, for all of us remains the lone actor.
The funeral for former President Jimmy Carter last week, an early test.
We had 2 lone actors show up at the Capitol, one trying to bring in knives and a machete, another one who was trying to, what I believe, to disrupt the proceedings by setting their car on fire down in the Peace Circle area.
Those threats were thwarted. But for everyone involved, this summer's assassination attempt on President-elect Trump remains top of mind.
As a Secret Service agent, we're the guardians of our democracy. And I think everybody, July 13th kind of gave us a wake-up call on that, and that could absolutely, never happen again.
The ultimate test of security that the entire world will be watching. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
On Monday, January 20th, tune in to NBC's coverage of the presidential inauguration right here on Coast TV, and that coverage begins at at 10 a.m.
Looking forward to it. We're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, Freeman Arts Edition, we'll show you the upgrades being made to the popular concert venue in southern Delaware.
Also ahead, we have an update on the ongoing Millsboro Bypass project, what it looks like now, and how one person says this project will help traffic.
And Spirit Airlines plans to axe jobs, the financial situation that is leading to this move. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Sorry I'm late.
You have a good excuse?
Not really.
I have feelings for Emmett, but I can't tell him. Why not? He's a guy. He works on his truck. He likes barbecue. He even says attaboy when he farts.
Happy's Place, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Studio 8H, a 50-year tradition of laughter at Saturday Night Live. And this Saturday, Dave's back.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
Hi, this is Jimmy Hoppa inviting you to join us as we take the cross to the country. Christian country and Southern gospel, all to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Taking the cross to the country, Sunday mornings at 8 on Coast Country, sponsored by Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
It is exactly 5:13 on this Friday morning. Still some snow on the roads from last night's little dusting, and we have some clouds, seeing some stars too in Milford. 29 degrees right now, and temperatures, these are balmy compared to what we've seen recently now in the 20s and low 30s, with a northwest breeze a little stronger at the coast. So we're looking at feels like temperatures pretty much mirroring the actual temperatures as we have some clouds coming through. Do watch for the slick conditions this morning, but then we have clearing and sunshine behind that cold front today, and not especially cold because the air is of Pacific origin. If you're going for a run today, it's going to be sunny and chilly and a little slick this morning, but then temperatures rising above freezing as we go into the afternoon, close to 40 degrees early afternoon.
All right, Bob, thank you. The 119th Congress is just going, but already one of its newest members, Delaware Representative Sarah McBride, is making a name for herself. Representative McBride has been named a deputy whip for policy. She'll be advising House Democratic leadership on policy priorities. McBride says she is thrilled, adding, quote, "Just as I was in the state Senate, I remain focused on lowering the cost of housing, health care, child care, and helping families make it through the inevitable challenges of life," end quote.
The Queen Anne's County Sheriff's Office is warning about what they are calling a sextortion scam. These are threatening emails that are being sent falsely claiming to have explicit footage of the person on the receiving end. They demand Bitcoin payments and they threaten to share the footage if the emails are ignored. Now, if you receive one, the sheriff says do not respond, do not pay. Officials say block the sender and then file a complaint with the Internet Crime Complaint Center.
A new report says insurance costs are rising rapidly for many homeowners. Data released by the Treasury Department shows that homeowners' insurance costs increased 9% faster than overall inflation from 2018 to 2022. The spike has been attributed to extreme weather events like hurricanes and fires.
Spirit Airlines says it will cut 200 non-union jobs in an attempt to cut costs. Now, this comes after the carrier filed for bankruptcy in November. Spirit has struggled with debt, competition from other low-cost carriers, and failed attempts to merge with other airlines.
Still ahead this morning, crews are making some progress on the Millsboro Bypass project. We're going to tell you when the roadway is expected to be open to the public.
And we're seeing some clouds out there this morning, a little dusting of snow from overnight. Take it slow on the roads. Irish Ice Camp 31, so not as cold as it has been recently. We'll see sun, milder temperatures for today, then showers for Saturday, accumulating snow we think Sunday, then dangerously cold as we go into next week. More on that, plus your inauguration forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, discover the magic of winter bird watching. From attracting beautiful birds to spotting rare seasonal visitors, we've got tips to bring nature closer to home. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
It's the incredible Red Dog, the amazing universal socket tool that fits, grips, and tightens virtually any fastener. Look at all the different sizes and shapes, nuts, bolts, and screws. Any head will do. Red Dog grabs on tight and locks into place fast. It replaces hundreds of different tools, yet it's smaller than a battery. 54 telescoping steel pins mold around any object. Then, up to 150 pounds of torque knock out rusted fasteners. You can get Red Dog for just $19.99. Breaking news: Red Dog may be discontinued. Due to supply chain shortages, Red Dog is stopping manufacturing immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 per order while supplies last. Order now.
Call 1-800-519-7208. That's 1-800-519-7208 or visit byreddog.com. Call 1-800-519-7208 now.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit bybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit bybullshot.com now.
Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Time is 5:18, and you are looking live at the bright lights along the canal in Lewis. Inauguration Day is Monday. This usually draws, Bob, a number of people from our area to catch a bit of a history since it's so close to us here.
Absolutely, and we are looking at a cold Inauguration Day, Matt, and we've had several in recent memory, but we're looking at Inauguration Day for President-elect Donald Trump. Now, you can see all the quotes here from all the recent presidents. JFK, of course, the top one there, and then that's a pretty cool graphic, all the quotes there from all the past presidents. And on Inauguration Day, it's going to be cold, 21 degrees with lots of sunshine, but feeling like 11. The coldest in 40 years, and Matt mentioned this to me, the last one, they brought this one inside for Ronald Reagan in 1985 into the Cap Center because it was only 7 above zero. Not that cold on Monday, but still pretty cold nonetheless. So if you are going to the inauguration, really bundle up. 31 in Salisbury and Delmar right now, Seaford 31, 32 in Ocean City, 31 in Bethany Beach, 29 in Redden. So it's cold. We had that little dusting of snow overnight, so watch the roads. They are a little slick. At least the winds are pretty light. Now, we had a cold front come through, and the winds are coming in out of the northwest. So we're not talking about brutal wind chills here. It's feeling like 20s and low 30s right now, feeling like 30 in Milton and 31 in Bethany Beach. We do have some clouds rolling in. Not seeing anything in the way of snow with this. We had those snow showers with that cold front last night. Just an area of clouds moving across Delmarva now. And we'll be clearing it out behind this little batch of clouds. And that front came through earlier earlier on, now moving offshore, but it's not cold air behind this front. It's actually air of Pacific origin. So we'll be seeing sunshine today and temperatures up near 40 degrees with quiet conditions all the way back into the plains. And then we're watching disturbed weather moving across Texas, and that'll be our weather heading into the weekend with showers Saturday. Futurecast this morning, we're into the upper 20s and lower 30s. We'll be melting that snow mid-morning, and then by noon we're into the upper 30s. I think a lot of us upper 30s and lower 40s, and with full sunshine melting a lot of that snow, but any slush or standing water will definitely refreeze as we go through this evening as temperatures fall below freezing. So watch out for that for your Friday evening activities. And then moving into your Saturday morning, temperatures not bad into the mid-30s. As the winds turn around to the south, we increase the clouds and we see some scattered showers as well, with temperatures at least in the low 40s. I think a lot of us into the mid-40s as it's just plain rain as we go into tomorrow. But a different scenario moving into Sunday as a cold front moves through, and along that front we'll see low pressure moving up the coast. We could see rain then turn to snow for us as we go through Sunday evening, and some of that snow could be heavy at times as we go into Sunday evening. It really depends on this track of low pressure, and then that system moves out Sunday night, followed by dangerously cold air. Right now we're thinking maybe an inch or two of snow. This could shift to the north or to the south depending on just where the storm exactly goes, but we're looking at accumulating snow, then dangerously cold air as we go into next week, especially Tuesday through Thursday. Highs in the teens, lows in the single digits, sub-zero wind chills as low as 10 below. Boy, you're going to see that reflected in the 7-day forecast. 41 today with sunshine, and then Saturday we're looking at the rain with 47, and then Sunday rain and snow, changing to snow with accumulations 38 degrees, and then for Inauguration Day and MLK Day 26, and then it gets really cold. Single digits Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning, barely getting into the low 20s Tuesday and Wednesday. Some improvement by Thursday and 32. Teresa Schmitz is our umbrella winner today from Milton. Congratulations, Teresa, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
Thank you, Bob. We have an update on the Millsboro Bypass Project. This is expected to be 2 miles long with 4 bridges, including one that goes over Millsboro Pond. Now, the goal here is to improve that traffic flow in the downtown area. Hopefully, that gets you home quicker in the Millsboro area. People living in Millsboro think a statewide bypass project would actually be a better option.
People are coming from different states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and all that, coming down here. That's bringing more traffic. And then you got to remember the summer beach traffic is always here. So if you don't accommodate it for the whole year, it's never going to catch up.
The bypass is expected to open in September.
Coming up on Coast TV News Today, Freeman Arts Edition, we're going to tell you how directors say the permanent stage will give attendees a better view. Don't go anywhere.
Dogs, dancing, and some hands-on history. There are some pretty cool things to do this weekend, so stay tuned to hear about them.
I'm very passionate in what I do. I care about what I do. I try to be perfect. I know it's not, you can't be perfect, especially with weather. You have the challenge of the ocean being so close, and that poses a challenge in the winter when we get snowstorms. What direction the wind's blowing, that's going to play a role in, who sees snow. Do the best you can to keep the public in the safest position you possibly can.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Now is the perfect time to feed suet to your birds to add fat so that it'll help them get through the cold winter nights. My Backyard carries all the products you need to keep your feathered friends healthy and safe. We also have a huge selection of quality hand-picked birdhouses, baths, seeds, unique gifts and decor for expert and novice bird lovers alike. So come on in. I'd love to answer your questions so that you can have the best birding experience ever. See you at My Backyard in Ocean Pines, where it's all about the birds and more.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, January 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which includes a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet Orioles manager Brandon Hyde. Plus, there'll be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
Work is now underway on a brand new stage at the Freeman Arts Pavilion in Selbyville. The 42-foot-tall, 100-foot-long permanent stage will now be located on the south side of the venue lawn. They'll also have a backstage room for the performing artists. Freeman says changing the layout of the land by adding a hill will also give everyone a better view.
The Freeman Arts Pavilion is a place where everyone is welcome, and we invite you to be part of this journey.
And you can expect the updates to be complete before the 2026 performing session.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is back with us. Boy, a big difference in our temperatures along the coast today when you look at what we were dealing with this time on Thursday.
Oh, absolutely. And a big difference, too, at the Freeman Arts Pavilion. I was there with my wife seeing Night Ranger. It was that day where it was 108 degrees and the hottest day of the summer. And now it's very cold. So glad to see that there. Making improvements there. Very nice. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, we're looking at temperatures into the upper 30s today. It will be breezy, but morning clouds will give way to sunshine into the afternoon. And then we're looking at Lewis and Rehoboth with cold temperatures this morning. Watch for slick roads. And then upper 30s to around 40. A little bit later on, waves around 2 to 3 feet. And on the Bayside, you're into the upper 30s today with sunshine and similar conditions in Crisfield as well. And then we move into the weekend. It gets unsettled with Saturday showers and some Sunday snow, then dangerously cold next week. More on that coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. And as many of you know, just because it's the off season doesn't mean the fun stops along the coast.
Here's Coast TV News anchor Christina DeRobertis with your cool things to do.
It is another winter weekend here on the coast, but there's still lots to do. You can attend some indoor events or brave the cold and explore some nature. Tonight in Dewey Beach, Shakedown City hits the stage at the Rusty Rudder, bringing some Grateful Dead classics to life. You can dance the night away. On Saturday, step back in time at Delaware Seashore State Park. Explore the Surfmen's historic station in Rehoboth Beach and learn how the surfmen fixed their clothing back in the 19th century. Bring your ripped clothes and try to fix them like the surfmen once did. On Sunday, Dewey Beer Co. teams up with Grassroots Rescue for an adoption event. Grab a drink, support a good cause, or maybe find a new furry friend. Later on Sunday, join a guided nature walk with Friends of Prime Hook at 3:30. Meet at the Prime Hook Refuge Visitor Center for a peaceful adventure on the trails. And for all the Eagles fans, catch the Eagles vs. Rams game at the Lighthouse in Dewey Beach. Happy hour runs all day. And for some more information, check out the Cool Things to Do article on coasttvnews.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Dave. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it. The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve. It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
The competition heats up.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
Jeopardy Champions Wildcard.
All bets are off. Anything can happen.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Somebody's having a night tonight.
I love this wheel.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV.
Now on Coast TV News.
A cold front overnight gave Delmarva a dusting of snow. It's clearing out with temperatures not too bad today. It gets mild this weekend with showers Saturday, Sunday snow. Dangerously cold next week. Details coming up.
I'll give you a live look at the roads this morning after last night's dusting that most of the coast experienced.
Pickup River plunge. This was the scene near Washington, D.C., what first responders dealt with on a cold night on the Potomac.
New business near the Broadkill River. We look at the next chain restaurant that could be built in Milton.
This is Coast TV News Today.
January 17th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
We're approaching 5:32. We are starting the weekend with more talk of snow.
Yes, definitely. Woke up this morning, probably saw a little dusting. Nothing to be worried about. You know, you don't have to give yourself an extra hour before going to work, but a little bit more snow on the way. That's what I've been hearing from Bob. Right, Bob?
Yes, indeed. A little birdie told me more snow on Sunday with a yellow alert at that time. But let's back it up to this morning. We do have a little coating of snow from a little dusting last night with the front, so be careful out there. Not a big deal, but it could be a little slippery. With temperatures, not too bad, upper 20s and lower 30s, but we're below freezing, so anything on the roads will stay there for a few hours as we're looking at a northwest breeze behind that front. The air behind this front is of Pacific origin, so it's not really super cold and feels like temperatures in the 20s and 30s right now. With some clouds moving through, we're also seeing some breaks in the overcast as that cold front has now moved offshore. And once again, the air behind this not particularly cold, so we'll be looking at sunshine today and temperatures actually a little warmer. But watch for the slick roads this morning. Futurecast at 6, upper 20s, and then we're close to the freezing mark mid-morning. We'll melt some of that snow and definitely melt it by noon with upper 30s and then 30s and low 40s this afternoon with lots of sunshine, and then watch for refreeze this evening. Gave it the yellow light for the morning commute. Slippery roads, but then the roads just wet really much of the day, but then those wet roads become a little trickier this evening for the PM commute, so be extra careful out there.
Will do, Bob. Thank you. And with that, a little bit of snow on our roads, we just wanted to check out the conditions in some of the main areas in our area. So we're going to look right now above Ocean City. That is Coastal Highway right there. You can see what we're talking about. Really nothing too crazy, but take it easy just in case. And Matt, you're looking at Dagsboro.
Yeah, Paige, here's what we are seeing at the intersection of Main Street and Route 26. No snow on the roads. You see the lights are glaring down, so it's hard to tell if that's the reflection from the lights on the road or maybe there are some patches of ice. But either way, be aware of what you are dealing with when driving this morning.
And as Bob mentioned, just last night we experienced that dusting of snow visible on a lot of cars this morning.
And to give us a look at the conditions on Coastal Highway, Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in our First Alert Weather Jeep. And Elisa, last time we saw things were looking pretty good there.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. Yes, the last time I spoke with you, we were headed towards Dewey Beach. Well, now we are actually headed towards the Indian River Inlet Bridge. So in a couple of seconds, we're going to be there and we'll show you the conditions out on that bridge. But right now, as we keep driving on Coastal Highway, we are seeing clear roads, which is a good sign as people commute to work this morning after that dusting of snow we saw last night. That dusting wasn't too serious. I had to dust off my car a little bit, but nothing crazy. We're not seeing anything stick to the roads. As always, you do want to watch for any ice that could be on the roads after some of that snow we experienced last week. Parking lots especially, just be cautious as you are walking. But right now, heading up to the entrance of the bridge, we are seeing clear conditions if people have to go on this road today. There's nothing really to worry about too much, so that is a definitely good sign. I know sometimes when you walk out in the morning and you see that there is snow on your car, it can be a little worrisome. Right now, nothing to worry about, and we'll keep you posted in the next hour. Back to you.
Lisa, thank you so much. We're now going to get a look right now at the boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach. Different story there if you're going to walk on the boardwalk. A lot of snow on the ground. The Beach Patrol headquarters, one of a number of items that's under review in that city happening today. And Rehoboth Beach Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners will be going over its 2026 budget proposal. Commissioners are projecting a budget surplus of over $153,000. There's 2 phases of the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project also listed on the budget for a combined figure of over $4.5 million. It's expected that April 1st will be the start of the new fiscal year there in Rehoboth Beach.
Fast food in Milton, a new business that would go right next to the soon-to-be-built Dunkin' Donuts. This one specializes in ice cream, Paige.
And sometimes chicken tenders.
You are correct on that. Oh, good chicken tenders.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yes. CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us for people who live in Milton, they may be able to grab a signature blizzard or a meal just down the road.
Milton looking to add yet another business to town right on Broadkill Road. And reactions, of course, vary.
I think Dairy Queen would offer a wider variety of options for people than a Dunkin'.
Make it look like it's hometown. We don't need the golden arches. We don't need, the big ice cream cone in the front of Dairy Queen.
This spot you see on your screen is already set to host a Dunkin' Donuts soon, and plans for a new Dairy Queen have also been introduced to the Milton Planning and Zoning Commission, and those will be discussed at a meeting next week. Deb Carr-Francis lives in Milton and says this is just another way to ruin the town's history.
Make it what it is, appropriate to the atmosphere and the culture and the aesthetic to the community.
Rick Schuster lives just one town over in the heart of Lewis and told CoastTV more options are usually better.
Honestly, I think franchises offer a lot to people.
And says people are too worried about the classic look of Milton.
Some people get hung up on signage and stuff, and sure, this is a historic town, but ultimately, I think choice is the most important thing.
Just for reference on how many businesses have been added to Milton, right here on Broadkill Road behind me, we have the self-storage facility that's being built, and back in that corner, next to the strip mall and Food Lion, a controversial McDonald's was just recently added. If you follow me over here this way, you'll see a giant field. That's where the Dunkin' Donuts is gonna go, and pretty soon we might see a new Dairy Queen in this spot right here. Regardless of your own opinion on this project, Milton is growing and it seems that business owners are looking to cash in. Whether the project is approved or not remains to be seen. The next meeting for planning and zoning is at 6:30 on January 21st. In Milton, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Delaware Governor Bethany Hall Long signed an executive order. This creates Delaware's first LGBTQ+ commission. What this does, it deals with what she is calling health equity, hate crimes, and ensuring non-discrimination protections. Governor-elect Matt Meyer is expected to appoint most of the commissioners after he is sworn in on January 21st.
Dealing with what happens to children when someone has their parental rights taken away is being addressed in a bill in the Delaware General Assembly. Legislation guarantees a right to legal counsel for family members. This includes grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and step-relatives. Lawmakers say the support would help family members work through this adoption process.
New this morning, the U.S. Supreme Court could issue an opinion on the TikTok ban. It's set for Sunday. The White House says President Joe Biden will leave implementation of this up to the Trump administration. Inauguration Day, as we've been talking about, is Monday, so that could postpone enforcement of this ban by 1 day.
Also new this morning, a pickup truck plunged into the icy Potomac River after a collision with another vehicle on the Arlington Memorial Bridge. Authorities say one person was pulled from the submerged truck and received advanced life support on the shore. 2 people in the other car involved in that collision were transported to the hospital with minor injuries.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, a proposal to protect whales on the eastern shore has been withdrawn. We'll tell you how the Mare Institute says the proposal would have helped save animal lives.
Also, second half slump. How a close game for Sussex Tech's boys basketball team got away from the Ravens against Smyrna.
And Brandywine Valentine's, how the organization's giving parents a night out on the lovely holiday night. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, discover the magic of winter bird watching. From attracting beautiful birds to spotting rare seasonal visitors, we've got tips to bring nature closer to home. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
DSN Plus is more energy, extra live games and on-demand replays, anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups and unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go, with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
I had rented a townhouse.
You rented a bedroom. That's not a whole townhouse.
No.
No idiot would think it's a whole townhouse or a garage. You're a little bit of a hustle.
Judge Judy. Friday at 2 on Coast TV.
.542 on this Friday morning. Watch for some slick roads from last night's snow showers, and we've got snow on the ground, obviously, in Salisbury. 31. Temperatures not as cold as they have been recently. We're in the 20s and low 30s right now, and we'll be below freezing the next few hours, so watch out for those slick roads. We do have a northwesterly wind behind the front, so feels like temperatures not too tough to take out the door in the 20s and 30s, as we have some clouds out there right now, but these will move out. We'll get into sunshine as we go through the day. Actually warmer behind a cold front, not something you see every day. For the kiddos, make sure they watch their steps this morning. Slippery spots out there off to school. 28 degrees and then 39 heading home. They might be smashing through some puddles, or stomping, I should say, through some puddles. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It is sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico.
Thank you, Bob. Any parents who want a Valentine's night out, the Brandywine Valley SPCA wants to help you. On February 15th from 4 to 8, it's called Parents' Night Out. Kids will hang out with some adoptable pets, they'll make Valentines, learn about animals, have a pizza party, and they'll end it all with a movie night. This is going to be available at the Georgetown, Newcastle, and Westchester campuses.
Yeah, you might want to get some pizza for this one. Coast TV is your home for Eagles NFL Divisional Round playoff action on Sunday. The Birds are home at the field in South Philly, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Paige, are you ready to watch another Saquon Barkley masterpiece?
I don't watch him.
I do. That makes one of us. Coverage here on Coast TV begins at 2.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A big night of boys basketball in Delaware last night. Smyrna and Sussex Tech both in need of a big win. And the Eagles trying to protect the nest in the process. Early on, Logan Shaw, hiding in the depths of the corner, knocks down the three to get the scoring started for the Eagles, and the threes continued to rain down for Smyrna. Off a deflection, Maurice Kilgo spots up and hits a three with a hand in his face to put Smyrna back ahead. On the other end, Sussex Tech gets going. Jason Warrington launches in the long two-pointer to tie the game up at 8 apiece. But the Eagles went right back to their nest in the corner. Kilgo with a kill shot to keep the Smyrna heater going. On the other end, Aiden Ferran trying to make things happen with the hezzy, puts his head down and deposits two. A strong take from the junior. And with the half winding down, Aaron Johnson for Smyrna tries his luck from the corner, and of course, he's successful. Smyrna led by 10 at the half. They'd go on to win this one by a final of 60-43. The win snaps a 2-game losing streak for Smyrna as well. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 7 live, Delaware High School Wrestling, Sussex Central takes it to the mat with Lake Forest. And then for a recap of all of tonight's action, tune in to the final score at 10:30. And on the DSN Plus app, we do have that Sussex Central Wrestling match, but here are your DSN Plus exclusives. At 4 p.m., you can watch Seaford take on North Dorchester in high school wrestling. At 6, we have live Bayside Conference girls basketball when Stephen Decatur goes up against Parkside. 7:15 in Newcastle County, it's Ursuline and Emotep. That's in girls basketball.
Roads are looking pretty clear on the Tidal Health Cam, but where you are, watch for some slick conditions this morning. Otherwise, it's sunshine and milder temperatures today, melting more snow, and then showers Saturday, accumulating snow on Sunday, then dangerously cold next week. I'll track it all on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
Start the new year off generously by giving to those in need on Delmarva. Coast Country Cares is hosting a Code Purple Drive on Saturday, January 18th at Boulevard Ford in Lewis. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to donate non-perishable food items, warm clothing, cleaning supplies, and more for shelters and those who need it most this winter. For a complete list of items for January 18th, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com now.
The Salisbury Stakes are serving up some smokin' soccer action on the Delmarva Sports Network. Feel the fire as the stakes grill their opponents and sear the competition. They're bringing the heat, from hot goals to sizzling saves. It's the perfect recipe for soccer excitement. Don't miss their flavor-packed season. Get your soccer well done. Watch the Salisbury Stakes only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
It is 5:48 on your Friday morning. We're going to check out a live look right now at Salisbury. There's the campus right there. And Bob, people, if they're in school today, you said they might really enjoy it because this is going to be the best day of the week.
It is. Yeah. I think it's the pick day of the week page as we're looking at sunshine and temperatures will be topping out in the low 40s, but don't get used to it because we've got changes as we head into your Saturday with scattered showers, scattered rain showers. It will be a topsy-turvy weekend. Mild to start. It will be wet and then an Arctic front and a coastal storm brings some snow as we go into later Sunday. And then the coldest air mass of the season next week with sub-zero wind chills, highs in the teens. both Tuesday and Wednesday. So get ready for that. Temperatures right now not too tough to take, into the 20s and low 30s. 32 in Ocean City, 31 in Delmar, 29 in Redden. And we do have calm winds inland areas, a little breezier along the coast, as we did have a cold front come through last night, but the air behind it not especially cold. So feels like temperatures pretty much mirroring actual temperatures. We have some clouds moving through, but the snow overnight is long gone, and we'll be clearing it out as we go through the day. So upstream, we're looking at quieter conditions as that front has moved offshore, and the air mass over us is of Pacific origin, and we're quiet moving all the way back into the central plains. But there's another system developing across Texas, and that will, well, move our way and bring us rain as we go into Saturday. Futurecast this morning, we're in the upper 20s. Watch for slick roads, and those roads will melt off as we go through time. By noon, mid to upper 30s, and then 30s and low 40s into this afternoon. And then watch for refreeze this evening as those temperatures dip below freezing. And then moving into Saturday morning, milder as the winds turn around to the south. Temperatures rising through the 30s, and we'll be seeing clouds and some scattered showers into the afternoon with temperatures in the 40s. So it's warm enough for just liquid precipitation on Saturday. It does clear out Saturday evening, but then we're looking ahead to Sunday with the front coming through and a storm offshore. We could see rain at the onset of this system Sunday afternoon, and then cold air works in the Arctic air, changing it to snow into Sunday evening. That's why we have a yellow alert for accumulating snow. Then that brutally cold air building in behind it. Could see upwards of maybe an inch, inch and a half in some places from Lewis to Millsboro, maybe lesser amounts to the south. This might fluctuate to the north or south, really depending on the track and when exactly that rain changes to snow. Coldest air of the season next week, Tuesday through Thursday. Highs in the teens, lows in the single digits, sub-zero wind chills, 5 to 10 below zero. So enjoy the balmy weather now. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Sunshine 41 today, 47 Saturday with rain showers. Rain changes to snow, accumulating snow to Sunday evening 38. And then Monday, inauguration and MLK days 26, single digits Tuesday through Thursday morning. Highs only in the lower 20s Tuesday and Wednesday. A little better by Thursday, 32 and dry.
Thank you, Bob. A proposal to protect endangered whales on the coast, it's been withdrawn. Environmentalists wanted this change. The speedboaters travel off the coast. Goal was to restrict vessels 35 feet or longer to sail at 10 knots in the slow zones. Suzanne Thurman with the Mare Institute says this would have helped save whales' lives, specifically right whales.
And more often than not, the cause of that is due to some type of human impact, predominantly ship strike and entanglements.
But this proposal was withdrawn by the feds. They say they do not have enough time to proceed with implementing the new regulations due to the new administration coming in, and also they had a large amount of public comments on it.
Coming up on Coast TV News today, cancer concerns for young women. We're going to tell you what doctors say about 2 illnesses driving up the risks in young adults.
We're seeing some clouds this morning in Lewis. Otherwise, we'll clear out the skies today with a milder day with sunshine and melting snow. But then we're looking at showers on Saturday, accumulating snow on Sunday, then dangerously cold as we head into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. make pina coladas right by poolside, even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid, yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, January 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which includes a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet Orioles manager Brandon Hyde. Plus, there'll be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
Alarming new data released by the American Cancer Society reveals young women are almost twice as likely to be diagnosed with cancer as young men.
In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither shows us the research and has more on what everyone, especially young adults, should know about their cancer risk.
First, the good news. The American Cancer Society says fewer people are dying of cancer in the U.S., but now the bad news. New data released today shows an estimated 2 million Americans will be diagnosed with cancer this year. That's one person every 15 seconds.
That demonstrates that the number of diagnoses are going up and the nature of who's being diagnosed is changing as well.
Dr. Arif Kamal says for decades, men were more likely than women to get cancer, but now that's changing, especially for young adults and younger women in particular. The report says women under 50 now have an 82% higher cancer incidence rate than their male counterparts.
It does sound the alarm that patients, everybody, should be paying attention to the look and feel of their body and sharing with their doctors if anything seems off.
While age is still a leading risk factor for cancer, Kamal says it's clear younger people aren't immune to the risks, but can do something about it. First, get the HPV vaccine to protect against future cancers. The CDC recommends children receive it between the ages of 11 and 12, but can be given as early as age 9 and as late as age 26. Next, get annual screenings. Cancer is more treatable the earlier it's detected. Finally, know your cancer risk and family history and advocate for yourself. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:56 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. Take a look at your screen at Rosebud. Rosebud is a sweet character. She loves attention. She loves greeting people with hilarious headbutts. I know my cats like to do that too. If you want to adopt Rosebud or any other lovable pet, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
And if you have a pet at your home, send us photos. We want to see your pets on Delmarva. Tell us what makes them so special.
You can scan that QR code, top of your screen, get your friends to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
5:57 now. Time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, I just want to clarify here. This is the best day of the week, Bob, right?
It is the pick day, yeah, because we're going to see sunshine, melting snow, get rid of some of those dirty snow piles. That's always good. But do watch out. We had a little bit of a dusting last night, some slick roads this morning. Temperatures below freezing, and then sunshine. And we're looking at temperatures into the lower 40s this afternoon, right around 41. Paul Davis 10-day forecast changes for the weekend, looking at showers Saturday, 47. A yellow alert for rain changing to snow on Sunday, accumulating snow into Sunday evening. Then inauguration MLK Day, sharply colder, 26. Really brutally cold through Wednesday, low 20s for highs, single-digit lows through Thursday morning. It does warm up a bit as we head into the end of the week into next weekend.